November hits, which is really peak hiring season. And if you do not understand this, let me explain this to you. Generally, not always, but most of the time, many companies follow a fiscal year. They follow a fiscal year where they run January to December, aligned with the calendar. In October, a lot of organizations, they take a look at all the projects that they're doing for the current year. They start planning to complete those, and they start planning for the following year to get their budgets in order and their projects in order. A lot of times this goes on in October. And so what they're often doing is they have budgets they're going to lose if they do not spend them by the end of the year. So they want to spend. If their projects are going on track or they've created some cushion, they want to spend those dollars. Otherwise, they're going to lose them. So they want to hire people and get people in earlier. And if they don't, if they're still just trying to stack up for January, new projects, new budgets, new inspirations, and I need people to get rolling right when the new year gets going. Well, we don't Star Trek you or time warp you on January 1st, right? The interviewing process takes time. The hiring you and getting you in takes time. Onboarding you takes time. And while people are, yes, taking some time off during the holidays, organizations do not shut down. A lot of them hurry up after October. They start to panic that they don't have enough time to get the people in to get the projects rolling as soon as they can in January. And then not to mention, a lot of these are leadership positions. Those leaders then need to hire additional people where they build out their teams. So I, as an executive recruiter, I told you, well, first off, I was a corporate practitioner. I went through this every year in October when I would run business and business units. As an executive recruiter, Kara and I and the team, if all we worked was November through February, we'd never have to work the rest of the year because we made hay in those months because of the number of placements that we made. Believe me, it doesn't matter what the market is. And not only are there new projects, new budgets, new inspirations, but also because of the mobility that occurs around the end of the year and the beginning of the new year, organizations that didn't even plan on hiring some people are losing people to these other organizations who are pulling them away. People are ticked they didn't get their promotions. They're ticked they didn't get their pay raises. They've had it. They don't feel appreciated. They want to move on to a new employer. Well, there's a position I have to refill that I didn't even plan on having to fill as a growth position. So there's a high level of mobility during these months. I do not want you to mail it in while everybody else is falling asleep at the wheel and taking time off for the holidays. I want your job search in high gear. Any career coach who tells you, oh, I know you're hurting, I want you to slow down, enjoy time with the family, they should lose their career coaching license. Yes, I want you to spend time with your family. Yes, I don't want you to stress, but I don't want you to miss the highest traction time that you're likely to have. October is one of the deader months, and I know even people in my programs are getting hired right now. So don't wait.